Hello everyone, welcome to Topic of the Day. In this edition, we are going to talk about the recent government's Tour of Duty scheme. Now, this topic was recently in news as the Department of Military Affairs has finalized a proposal for future recruitment to the armed forces under this Tour of Duty concept. So, what is this concept? So, let us understand what is this scheme all about. It means hiring youth in the armed forces for a span of 3 to 5 years. It will be a voluntary engagement and it is also known as the Agnipath entry scheme. The idea of hiring jawans on a 3-year contract was first floated in 2020 and the idea was brainchild of the late Chief of Defence Staff, General Bipin Rawat. The Indian Army will be the first of 3 armed forces to recruit some soldiers for a fixed period of 3 years. The proposal states that 50% of the soldiers released at the end of 3 and 5 years will be included in the National Pension Scheme. Such soldiers will be given certain medical benefits applicable to the armed forces veterans for a fixed period. If we talk about the models for recruitment, the Army is considering 2 different models for recruitment in the future. One, under which the youth can voluntarily serve in the Army for 3 years, and the other where they are recruited by the Central Armed Police Forces, trained and posted in the Army for about 7 years, before being transferred back to the CAPF. So the first model for 3 years service is called the Tour of Duty, while the other is called inverse induction. Now let us understand the significance of this move. Firstly, the benefits to soldiers. The soldiers would be given a payout along with the priority in recruitment to certain government jobs, including the Central Armed Police Forces. Second, for defense forces, addresses the shortages of defense personnel, attracts the best talent and technology upgradation. For government, it will lead to reduction in the defense pensions and revenue expenditure. And most importantly, the youth would experience military life. Also, it will give a boost to employment generation. Now, let us take up a practice question on this topic. With reference to the Tour of Duty scheme, consider the following statements. First, it is a voluntary engagement scheme of hiring youngsters for a short period of time in the armed forces. Second, the idea was first floated in 2020. Which of the given above statements are correct? You can write your answers in the comment section below. So the correct answer is option C. That is, both of the statements are correct with respect to the Tour of Duty scheme of the government. Therefore, the correct option is both 1 and 2, option number C. That's all for today's Topic of the Day. For regular updates, you can follow us on our social media handles. And for more such videos, do stay tuned to the next IAS YouTube channel.